take my mask off real quick because we're the only ones in here. But we are traveling to Washington, D.C. For the March 2020. Get your knee off our necks and commemorating Martin Luther King's March on Washington. So this is our first kind of big family trip traveling during COVID. So we're trying to be extra safe and precautionary as the airport makes you anyway. But we have our masks and we have our sanitizer, and just trying to have a fun experience to show our kids a little bit of history, to help fight some of the social injustices going on, to just let them see the importance of demonstrating and protesting, and doing it in a good way, a positive way. So we're excited and we're headed out. So here we go. So we've touched down to Florida, Orlando, Florida. Probably about to go explore the airport for a little while. Kids are virtual, so they're doing their homework. We found a little spot where we could take our masks off. It's nobody over here, so we could breathe for a second. And yeah, continuing on to Washington. So we just got done with homework time at the airport. Had a little siesta, everybody took a nap. Now we're on the hunt for some food.
McDonald's or Panda Express. Hey, why do I look like that? McDonald's. I had a word in my head.
All right. Okay, very random, but we had the opportunity to meet a famous comedian who's on Wild 'N Out and a lot of other shows, which was cool because we were just in the airport chilling in our designated spot that we had found away from everyone. And then a flight came in and he happened to be on that flight. So one of the biggest tips I would say being at the airport, I definitely just wanted to make sure that folks know, if you can, isolate yourself and get away if you're on a layover especially. So that's what we did, and we're able to find a spot away from everybody to just chill as a family. And the second thing, bring empty water bottles. There are water filter stations all throughout the airport where you can get a quick drink and you won't have to pay an arm and a leg for some water or something to drink. It was funny, but my son tried to sneak a Dr. Pepper through his luggage. We told him not to, and he got caught. He somehow thought that he would just be able to hide it and not get it detected. But those would be the couple of things I would definitely say try to implement if you fly. To isolate yourself if you're on a layover, so you're just in a chill spot with your family, and definitely bring empty water bottle containers so that you can fill them up while you're walking through the airport and save $4 or $5 on buying a drink. We were able to fly Spirit this trip, and Spirit is known for having extremely cheap tickets, but the ticket price could add up if you upgrade to different things. So the one way to keep your ticket price low is to not upgrade as a family to sit together. They charge for that. But what we did instead was we actually upgraded to book to prioritize to get on the plane sooner. So you can actually upgrade to have priority to board the plane, and that allowed us all to sit together coming and going and save on our price dramatically. So we made it. We finally touched down to actually Baltimore, and we're getting ready to take a train to DC. It's one of the things I love about going to larger cities. They have good transit. So it makes no sense if you want to experience the city to rent a car, because you're going to be paying anywhere from $30 to $50 a night to park your car and still walk around the city and use public transportation. So this is one of my kids, or this will be one of my kids' first experience with us not having a rental car, but we're using public transit. So we're taking a train from the airport in Baltimore to DC, and then we'll be using Uber, Lyft, and the train and the bus during our stay, and then take the train back to the airport when we're done. Here we are.
taking my mask off for a hot second, but there is in the airport, when you land, there is a bus that takes you to the Amtrak to get you to Washington, D.C. And we're here at the actual station. We're at stop number 4, I believe it said on there. Yep, stop number 4. It's free, and then you can get your train station passes to get down to DC. And it was fairly inexpensive for a family of 5. We're riding coach, and it was $56. So you can do the math about that. About, you know, what's the math on that? 50 something dollars divided by 5 people. So yeah. So one way, $10 from here, Baltimore Airport to DC. And it's about I think a 30-minute drive. So yeah, we're keeping it moving, and the bus is coming right now. Let's get it.
So just a quick note, I did prepare and book everything in advance. Luckily, because how late we arrived, the train station was actually closed. And this portion of the train station that connected to Union Station was actually outside. So just be prepared, pay attention to that stuff. If you need to, you know, have a coat or jacket or umbrella, you'll be aware and know that you could potentially be outside. So got on the train, did the trip, which was fun, and we landed inside of Union Station, which is downtown Washington, D.C. So Union Station was beautiful. We were rushing a little bit because I actually booked our Uber as I was getting off the train. So this was my first time being in Union Station. I wasn't sure exactly where we were going, but it wasn't too bad. I had to navigate around a little bit and then call the Uber driver to make sure he didn't leave us. But yeah, as I said, public transportation is the way to go when you're in a larger city. We went from the plane, you know, to the train, to the Uber, Uber's a hotel. So it seems like a lot, yes, but turn it into an experience, especially if you don't have babies. If you have kids that can walk, turn it into a fun experience of actually traveling differently. I have a cleaning video of me actually cleaning the hotel room, so I'll link that video in the description. But it's very important when you travel, especially for us with a large family, to make sure everybody is comfortable during their stay. So we try our best is to organize and clean the room, but then also make sure that we get extra towels so you don't have to run to housekeeping. And then also bring an extra air mattress to make sure everybody has their own space and can relax during the stay. So we have our room, our kids have their room, and everybody just is in a comfortable spot as we have, you know, our days of travel.
So we just did a very awesome night ride after getting some pizza on the late night. So Wise Guys Pizza didn't get a chance to film, but they have spots all around DC. Family enjoyed it, but we just did a night ride to the Capitol, state Capitol building, which is beautiful at night. Again, just having our kids experience our great nation and doing it as a family. So this is beautiful. And the weather is perfect for a night ride. So if you're in DC, for sure, make sure you get a bike or a scooter or an e-bike to tour around. Beautiful.